yeah, my nephew was born this morning. He is so stinking cute, y'all. Like, I have baby fever so bad. Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today it's gonna be a vlog. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. We have some exciting stuff happening today in our family. My newest nephew should be born later on this afternoon, or hopefully later on this afternoon. No later than that, because that'll be a long delivery regardless. But either today or tomorrow morning. So we are all on baby watch. And I actually have to run and go grab my little brother's phone, take it to him at the hospital, because this morning while they were getting ready, they just left it. They were just in a hurry. So I'm gonna run and do that, and then come home, get some stuff done around the house. I wanna update you guys on our new layout situation with the rooms, because I am getting a lot of questions on that, so I will be talking about that in a little bit. But yeah, it's just been a busy few days, so I'm trying to play catch up on all the things that I need to get done. I feel like we haven't had like a true chill day. Even yesterday for Mother's Day, we were on the go, because that's what I like to do. So my husband was like, we can do whatever you want to do. So I actually slept in. He went and got me coffee, got the kids breakfast, and then when I woke up, I was like, you know what, I really want to go on a hike. So we actually went on a hike, which was really fun. It was a blast, but it just was late before we got back. It took us a long time to walk the trail, way longer than I expected. We went the whole thing, which is I think 2.5 miles. But when you're stopping to like look at animals and stuff, it definitely takes way long. So we didn't leave there until about 6:30, almost 7, and then we were gonna order dinner and just pick it up on the way home. But Longhorn, which is what I wanted for dinner, was they had like a 2-hour wait for pickup for just like food, and I was like, well, why don't we just go eat there so we don't have to wait until we can pick it up. We'll just go ahead and go sit down. And when we called, they had like a 15-minute wait, so we just went in, ate, and we were like, it was funny because I was like, I wasn't embarrassed, because I mean, it's life, you know, as long as you're dressed, it doesn't really matter. But we were like wearing like hiking clothes. Yeah, I had like a hat on, a ball cap on, and everybody was so dressed up for Mother's Day but us, but it's okay. It was fun. We went and ate dinner at Longhorn, and then came home, relaxed. We watched a few shows on Netflix, went to bed, got up this morning, took the kids to school, got myself ready this morning, so I'm on a roll. We gotta go do what we gotta do though. So I will update you guys on our little space in just a little bit. I'll give you like a quick little tour, even though I think I've already shared a tour of this space in my workout video. But I'll kind of just explain a little bit more about what's going on here. Also, I have a little project to tackle in the dining room today, so I'll share that with you guys. Okay, so I made it to the hospital. I'm in the parking garage currently, and let me tell you, that was a terrifying moment driving through this thing. I feel like because I've never drove through one like with my truck, it just felt like I was gonna hit. And then I was on the phone with my little brother. I'm like, where do I park? He's like, I'm all the way at the top, but you just park wherever you can find a parking spot. And it was like telling me where to go. And then like the sign was coming up, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't think I'm gonna fit. And then my antenna hit the sign, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I just hit my truck. He's like, no, that was probably just your antenna. And I'm like, oh, you're right, it's like flinging back and forth. But I made it here. I'm gonna run up there, go visit with them for a little bit. I actually just stuck one earring in, and then I couldn't get the other one in, and now I just made my ear super red. So I'll just wait till I get there and see if they can help me. Because now I can't get this one out. So I have one earring in, one out, but it's fine. Who cares? Well, it is now 2:32. I spent basically my whole day inside the hospital, which is totally fine. I'm actually happy I went, because, you know, like the first, I don't know, a couple hours is just really boring and long and drawn out. Like they're not doing anything just yet. So, crap. I gotta go get gas. My gas light's on. It doesn't even have a fuel range. It just says low. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully I make it to the gas station. Let me go get gas before I run out. Alright, we are back home. Got the kids settling down with a snack. This is the accent wall here that I'm talking about that I'm gonna be taking down. Hi, you gotta go potty? Okay, come on. Come on, honey. Let me let them out real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and rip out this accent wall. I shared a few videos ago that I planned on tearing this out because of it being too tall. It was just kind of like an awkward height. So I'm gonna kind of like start over with the dining room and redesign the space. So in order to do that, you gotta rip out some of your old projects. And you will notice I still don't have a crowbar and I don't have a regular size hammer still. I'll get one eventually, but sometimes you just got to use what you got. And it worked pretty easily. Luckily, I did not use liquid nails on this project. I don't recommend ever using liquid nails. I really just do not think that it's even necessary. If you nail your boards up really well, like as far as an accent wall, there's no need for it. All it does is just damage the heck out of everything when you decide that you want to change things like myself. But I am being very careful as I rip these off because I did use a lot of caulk to fill all the seams, so I knew there was going to be some caulk left behind and I didn't want it to peel off the drywall. And although I was super careful, you can see right there the brown spot where I had accidentally ripped a nice chunk out, but it happens. Also, it definitely is recommended to use a razor knife, or I recommend using a razor knife to cut along the edge to kind of break that caulk seal. That way it doesn't do more damage. I should have done this right away, but you know, you live and learn. Also, I want to go ahead and talk about this now because I talked too much earlier in the video, so I didn't mention this. But there are a few areas that I have to touch up. So where the caulk and these boards were sitting, you can definitely see that there's like a dip where I pulled this off. So I'm gonna have to go in with a little bit of texture. I just didn't have any on hand, so I just went ahead and painted. But I will be retexturing the wall just so that way everything is nice and smooth again and it doesn't look like I just ripped out an accent wall. There's some areas you can't tell, but there's just a few that just, when I pulled off, I just was ripping too hard. And honestly, it was the first couple boards that I ripped that really made those marks. So just be very slow and careful if you are removing an accent wall so that way you don't do a ton of damage. Okay, so I got all the boards ripped down. At this point, I am just kind of scraping off all the caulking that I did to fill the seams. I'm gonna go ahead and get all my boards carried out because they do have nails sticking up out of them. And most of them are garbage just because when I ripped them off, it like ripped the boards, so they're a little messed up. So I'm gonna toss the ones that are garbage, save the other ones, put them in my shed. And then next step is just gonna be filling all the holes, making sure that's fully dry, and then I can just paint this wall back to its original color, which is called Agreeable Gray by Sherwin Williams. And our walls are in a flat finish, but I am gonna be using an eggshell finish on this wall and this little piece right here, just to kind of do a fresh coat of paint. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab a gallon because I'll need it to fill in this other piece too. Hi. You're so cute. The scissors are right over there and I'll cut this open for you. What is happening here? I don't even know. I don't know. Oh, stop it. Okay, so I'm in the truck. I'm running to Lowe's to go get some paint. All right, I'm back from Lowe's. I got a couple different paints. The first one I got was in the color Agreeable Gray. I also got Freshly Baked. So this is like a beige color. So I got two different ones, both in the eggshell finish. I got extra rollers because I need these. I've already scraped all of the accent wall. Now I just need to like fill some of the holes that are here. So I'm gonna be using this little scraper and this stucco right here that I got. So I'm gonna use this because I feel like this is the closest way to get this texture that's on the walls currently, and you can see there's some like big holes here I need to fill, so I'm actually gonna do that really quick.
What's that?
Okay, answer. Say hello. Now that I have the stucco in place, I'm now taking a wet, like damp towel and smoothing out the finish. This gives like a really good like knockdown look without having to buy like the can of knockdown, which I'm gonna have to do anyway because there's a lot of marks that like kind of pop through once I paint it, I noticed. So I'll do that on a whole nother day. I'll have to do it throughout the house because there's actually quite a bit of areas that we need to touch up. But this stucco works really well. I just didn't want to use it for this because it is kind of expensive and I have a whole project plan with that jar of stucco. So you'll have to stay tuned to see that. I'm really excited about it and I hope that it turns out. All right, y'all, so it is a brand new day. Yesterday, I got the little boards ripped off of this accent wall. I got the holes filled and I got all the caulk like beads that were like kind of like making the wall look lumpy peeled off. I just used the scraper and I peeled it off and it came off pretty easily. There were a few areas that kind of ripped off, like the actual like ripped the drywall a little bit, so I just filled those with the spackling that I had. Actually, it's not spackling, it's stucco, but I actually like it and it looks similar to the texture that's on the wall now. So anyway, I got the holes all filled. I can go ahead and get started with painting now. And I ran to Lowe's yesterday and I got 2 gallons of paint. I got the Sherwin Williams Agreeable Gray in an eggshell finish. That's what I'm going to paint this wall. And then I also grabbed a gallon of the color Freshly Baked by Valspar. This is also an eggshell finish and I'm going to be using this in my kids' room on their accent wall. So I'm going to be painting the pink wall more of like a gender neutral color. I also grabbed this fan for in there. My husband's going to install this later on this week, hopefully this weekend, but this is going to be like one of those like projects that are a little bit more time consuming than just hanging a fan up, because typically you would just remove the light that's there now and put this one in place. However, whenever he installed the chandelier in that room, we realized that the box was all broken. Whoever like redid this house, Zoe, don't jump. I saw her running. No ma'am. She's jumping on the door. Whoever fixed up this house before we purchased it just did a really like half-butt job on a lot of things, and the lighting was one of those things. They didn't change out the light boxes, so they're old, and we've been slowly but surely replacing them as we, you know, change out fixtures and stuff. But the day that he put in the chandelier, we didn't have much time, and I was trying to get that project done, so he just kind of rigged it to hold in place. So the fan obviously will not hold, so we have to redo that. He's got to put a support beam up there in the attic and stuff, so that's a whole job. Anyway, today I'm gonna focus on painting this wall and doing some touch-ups throughout the house. I think what I'm gonna do is paint this wall here the Agreeable Gray. It's an eggshell finish, so it's actually a little bit more glossy, sorry, just excuse that, than the rest of the walls because they're flat finish. So I'm gonna kind of do like this whole section here because it all needs touch-up, and then I may go up and around the door if I have time today. We'll see. I'm kind of cutting it close because I had a tax appointment today. But I'm going to get into my paint clothes so I don't ruin my clothes because I'm quick to ruin a shirt. So let me go change and then we'll get started.
Say you love me, say you don't.
I'm painting the walls Agreeable Gray by Sherwin Williams, and I wanted to share the reason I decided to just stick with this color. The number one reason is just because it is the most perfect neutral. Y'all know if you ask me personally what color I would recommend, this is the color I'm going to tell you, because you can't go wrong with it. It has the gray undertones, but also a little bit of beige undertones, and to be honest, it kind of just changes color throughout the day, but it matches with anything. Like, this is truly one of those colors that you can't go wrong with. So I love it. I decided to just stick with it because I am actually in the process of transitioning my home into a completely different style. If you look at these video clips compared to what my house used to look like, it's like night and day difference. I do feel like I'm getting a little bit better with design and style, and I think a lot of that has come with just learning over time. Also, your suggestions as well, so thank you guys so much, because I truly feel like I wouldn't be where I'm at today with my style if it wasn't for y'all kind of like helping me along the way, so I appreciate that. And ultimately, my new style, I'm going a lot more intentional. I'm trying to be a little bit more timeless and really find my own personal style along the way, which, it just takes time. So yeah, I've really enjoyed sharing, and I appreciate you guys watching and seeing me rip out all my old projects and basically start from scratch. But it's also cool to see because if you go back on my channel like 2 years ago, you could see a whole new style in the same space. You can see different ideas and ways that you can style your space based off of your likes and wants. So I think these videos are always very helpful to watch. But yeah, also another reason why I am going through and kind of fixing up my projects, in case you have been curious, because we are actually trying to stay here long term. So we are going to be hopefully adding an addition to the house eventually. I'm trying to save up money for that now. We want to just really make this home work for us. And I do feel like last year around this time, I was in such a hurry to move. I was dead set on moving and buying a bigger house and have not even necessarily a bigger house, but just buying a different house with more land. Like, I was so dead set on it. And we quickly realized that, oh man, that's not the best idea. Oops, sorry. Oh my gosh, that's so loud. That is my alarm going off because I've hit my editing time. I try to set alarms so that way I stay productive throughout the day, so that way I'm not just like focusing on one thing for too long, because I'm the worst about that. I don't have really good productivity skills. So I set alarms on my phone to help me along the way. But basically what I'm trying to say is I was dead set on moving, and now we are trying to make this house work for us long term. I don't know what the future holds. I can't say for sure if we are staying put here forever or if what's going to happen. Who knows? A year from now we could decide, you know what, this house doesn't work anymore. Let's move. But right now our ultimate goal is to just really, really make this house as beautiful and functional as possible for us. So that is our goal moving forward. So you will see me go through and change quite a bit along the way. So if you enjoy watching these types of videos, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. It's completely free to subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. All it does, and if you click that subscribe button, I'll show up on your notification feed, so you'll see my videos pop up. And then if you want to take it the next step further, you can hit the notification bell, and that will actually send a notification to your phone, like a text message. Basically, it's not a text, but it's like a pop-up that tells you, hey, Karrie Lynn uploaded a video. And I do appreciate your support so very much. I have been painting my heart out. I got most of the green covered up at this point. I just got to finish up the top half and the trim around the top. Because the paint is a different sheen than what was originally there, it's very noticeable. It definitely looks a lot more shiny in some areas than others, of course, and it needs a fresh coat of paint anyway. It's been 3 years since these walls have been painted, probably over that, depending on how long ago it was when the original, not the original owner, but the owner before us that painted the walls. I don't know. However long it's been. It's been a while. But anyway, it looks so much better. It looks so much more fresh and clean and crisp, which is what I'm going for. I'm definitely, I don't know, I feel like that half wall, I don't know what it was about it. Maybe it was the color of the chairs and the wood tones and maybe the new curtains. It was just too much green going on. I like green accents, but I didn't want it to be like green, green, green. And I mentioned this in a previous video, but the accent wall I originally installed too tall. I put it like up here to like eye level. I don't know what I was thinking. I was in my mind, I think I was go taller, it'll accentuate the room, make it look bigger, but it actually did the opposite. It made the room feel a little bit more closed off and small. Okay, so while the paint is drying, I wanted to share with you the new setup in my kids' room. So the kids are sharing a room right now, and it has been great. They absolutely love it. We are trying to figure out the setup right now. At the moment, it's like kind of chaotic in here, but as it comes together, I will kind of just update here and there. Right now, we are in the process of figuring out paint colors to repaint the room. It definitely needs a fresh coat of paint. This wall here is really scuffed up. Originally, when we purchased the house, all the walls were painted with flat paint, and it gets dingy and dirty, and it's really hard to clean. This is a test sample right here, right there, of the freshly baked color. It's like really dark beige. I really love it. It's a really good neutral. So if you're looking for a good neutral, I highly recommend trying it out. It kind of looks a little bit more gray when the lights are off and just natural light, and then when you turn the light on, it has like a little bit more of like that beige with a little bit more yellow undertone. I'll definitely have to see once I paint the whole wall, but anyway, why did I do that? I could have just left the light on. It's fine. It's gonna be a progress, or it's gonna be a process, but she'll come together slowly but surely. In here, we kind of have, this is like the miscellaneous room. We have the kids' toys in here still. We have my workout stuff. My office is kind of set up over here. It's not organized or anything like that. It's just a matter of getting everything in place and organized and decorated and styled right, so that way everything is functional, because right now we're just kind of, we're drifting on by. And when summer's coming up, and my goal was to have our whole house like clean, organized, decluttered, so that way for the summertime I didn't have to like focus on any of that, which I don't have to focus on it. It can just wait till summer's over. But anyway, but yeah, here's this little space. Nothing too fancy. So anyway, that's that. What else did I want to share with you guys? My nephew was born this morning. Did I share that already? I can't remember. I've been sharing with everybody, so I can't remember who all I've told. He is so stinking cute, y'all. Like, I have baby fever so bad, and I can't have any more kids. For those of you who are wondering, I can't have no more, but I will get all the aunt lovin's I can get. I am just so excited to see him tonight. I'm gonna go visit whenever my husband gets home from work. I'm gonna go see him, and can you tell? I'm so excited. And that's the update I got for you guys. Oh, I got this. Found this on clearance. How pretty. Isn't this so pretty? I love it. I love the vase, specifically the vase. The shape of it. I thought it was so nice. So I snagged that. It's an Allen and Roth brand, and I got it for 10 bucks. And it was like originally like 30 some dollars, which is ridiculous, but still, I thought it was a good deal. And I just kind of added it there. I'm not sure if that's probably not where it's gonna stay. I just stuck it there for now. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Someone commented on a video and said to add water to this vase, it'll make it look a lot more realistic. So we're gonna try it out and make a mess at the same time. All right, so here's an update on the dining room. The wall has been painted. I do have a few touch-ups to do, like I mentioned earlier, but so far it's really coming together. I'm really happy with the way it's looking. Now I just gotta figure out what I wanna do with this space as far as like the wall goes, or if I should just leave it how it is. Y'all let me know if you have any ideas down below. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in just a couple days with a brand new video. Bye, y'all.